They are ready to go here out onto McDonald Jones Stadium, and Wade Egan leading them out. He's had a magnificent season. The Warriors a long way from home. And already with a 2012 victory over the Knights earlier this year in Wellington. Round number 1 it was.
And there he is, Sean Johnson. It looks like he's enjoying his footy again. T. Murray Martin, his 5'8" partner in the halves. I love it when he runs the ball. He won the game for him last week, got him right back in.
Newcastle Knights in front of home fans. Good crowd in, terrific feel. I think the fans admire the tenacity their team has shown again this year.
Yeah, and Dominic Young, 4 tries last week against the Manly side. They were behind 10 points to 0, the Knights. And they also found some result, but what about this guy? Not only running the ball back, he set up a pearler of a try last week, scored for himself.
So, crowd buzzing Sunday night. We've had some amazing results so far this weekend. What can these two sides put on? I will say this for the record. They've played 47 matches. They've each won 23, and there's been 1 draw. If that's not a script for Golden Point, I don't know what is. Nothing separates the two. Knights get us underway on a Sunday night in Newcastle. And it will be Adam Fanua-Blake with the first run of the evening. Darcy McDonald on the sideline, nice and fine conditions. We'll check in with Darcy shortly. As Bunty Afoa on this run, a try scorer when they met in round 1. It is one of the vagaries of the draw that sides play each other, or can play each other twice inside 6 weeks. Tavanga on the run. No Tohu Harris again tonight, still nursing the knee injury suffered a fortnight ago. Fanua-Blake to halfway. And the Warriors worked their way through the first set. Johnson may kick early. No, they'll take one more with Nickel Klukstar in from fullback. And they've worked their way to within 42 metres of the Knights line. And it will be Johnson, the first kick of the night. It'll bring Marju into the game. Gee, there's some strong tackle busters out wide in these two sides, and the fullbacks indeed as well. It's got all the makings of a really good contest, this one. Newcastle in possession on their own 25. Brayley sets it up for Young to come into the play. 9 tries in his past 6 games at this ground. Dominic Young. And this time with Gagai. Crossfield. Curran in the starting side, wearing 15 on his back. Saifiti hit hard over the top by Fanua-Blake. Last tackle, Knights. Not quite as many metres as the Warriors made in their opening set. Crossland's kick. And the Warriors in possession. Let's go to the sideline for the first time tonight. It's a real good feel here tonight. And happy Easter to you, Darcy McDonald.
Good evening, gents, and happy Easter to you too. 15,000 fans expected at McDonald Jones Stadium as the Knights hunt for 2 consecutive wins on home soil for the first time since 2021. Now, these next couple of minutes are very important for the Warriors. They've actually conceded a try in the first 5 minutes of every game this season. As for the conditions, there's a strong breeze favouring the Warriors, and that wind chill factor is making it feel like a crisp 13 degrees out here.
That is quite a stat, Darcy. The Warriors conceding the opening try, and so early in all 5 games. And by contrast, they've also scored the last try in every game they've played this season. Johnson, a second bomb of the night. It's Young's way this time, and Dominic stood his ground and copped the shot from Jackson Ford, who was coming through.
Yeah, it's advantage of the Warriors. Their first 2 set have been excellent. There's an offload now. Lachlan Miller.
Got the fans a little excited just to see the flash of the blue and red. Miller has won over the fans very quickly, and it's understandable given how well he has contributed. And a first penalty goes the way of Newcastle, and it will be the Knights' first attacking chance of the night.
It's a comfortable way to get off your own line too and get in the half straight away in the attack. Miller goes for a touch. Straight away, the Newcastle Knights will be in up 40 metres out. The first real test now for the Warriors' defence.
Well, let's see if Darcy's stat rings true. The Knights would have to score a try in this set to make it 6 weeks in a row. The Warriors concede first very early. Saifidi to play it just outside the 20. Big line right. Hastings. Flat ball across to Thompson. The ever-improving Leo Thompson up in the front row for the Knights. Now Brayley. They're jumping about the Knights. Hastings, Miller didn't pass to Fitzgibbon. And a set restart as well for inside the 10. Actually impacted on the run of Fitzgibbon. He might have been in with a chance of being a straight runner to the line there. Pressure on the Warriors. Coming up to that 5-minute mark. Hastings goes out the back. Miller. Oh, it wasn't quite precise, or was there a Warriors hand in it?
Yeah,
There was a Warriors hand block.
Yeah, he's knocked it down. They had the numbers there again. The right-hand defence caught short for the Warriors. They summed it up pretty quickly. It's a quick play the ball from Saifidi in the middle of the park. And had they have found Best there, he would have scored.
Yeah, well, again, I think Fitzgibbon, the short ball might find Fitzgibbon going through to score. He's put himself in position. He's looming. So the Knights with a scrum feed. Brayley at the back of the scrum barely binds, and here go the Knights again. Gagai, game 251 for Dane tonight. Big match last week against Manly. Brayley, and infield, no step, Croker. Matt Croker starting as middle forward tonight for the Knights. They're set left again. Brayley brings them right side. Crossland, quick hands. Dom Young, they're on his back. He's still got there. He had the Rodeo rider on his back, and he took him over the line. What a start for the Knights. What a continuation from last week for Dominic Young.
Yeah, on the back of a penalty too. They got down the other end. A couple of restarts there. They come over to here to the right-hand side. And this is the money ball. Gagai there. The quick hands, catch and pass. That's the experience. And look at the power of this bloke. There's 3 in the tackle. He piggybacks one over. Dominic Young, doesn't he love finding the stripes? He's out of the side a couple of weeks ago, comes back, scores 4, and now he scores the opener for the Knights. And the crowd goes wild. What about that for catch and pass?
Oh, this is quite unbelievable. This is the opposite of the hip drop. Vailea's gone up top. He's done the shoulder drop. He's hopped onto his back. He's going down with him. Young, as long as he maintained possession all the way down, he has the try. Don't mention separation and Bradman Best and all those sorts of things. Dominic Young in the corner. And I say this about him, Block, and we learned it during the World Cup. There's a bit of character about this bloke, and he was dropped from first grade just a few weeks ago and comes back and scores 4. And his best football's years ahead of him.
Well, it's a great sign for the young fellow being dropped, and then all of a sudden comes back and scores 4 tries. Most blokes drop their bundle. Not this guy. Sign with the Roosters.
So Miller retains first choice kicking duties. Jackson Hastings still nursing a few effects from the broken leg of last year. Miller's first kick of the night. Joey Johns couldn't have done better. Newcastle 6. The Warriors 0 through 7 minutes.
Well, Adam O'Brien made a real statement when he dropped Dominic Young to New South Wales Cup, and the 21-year-old winger made his own statement when he scored 4 tries in his return to first grade last week. Young has admitted being axed in round 4 was a bit of a shock, but it was also the wake-up call that made him realise just how much he wants to be playing NRL every week. Now, we know he's off to the Roosters next season, but he said he wants to finish off with his time in the Hunter on a high, and he's certainly doing that.
So that is now Darcy 10 tries in his past 7 here, and who's to say it'll stop at that 10 try tally tonight. Deep kick off, but perfect range in the end. And Saifidi to bring it back off the Crossland catch. So all you Warriors fans watching in all parts, but in particular across the Tasman, nothing unusual. Concede the first try. I thought actually tonight they might have warmed up a little less, Block. Maybe they were trying to mix things up. but they've still conceded the first 4-pointer, and now they concede their second penalty of the night.
Well, you know what happened a little bit early when they got a penalty. It's a third tackle penalty against the Warriors again, as the Knights were coming off their own line up over the 20. It's an easy piggyback downfield.
By the way, just to get your head around what we've got coming for you tomorrow, exclusive to Fox League, will be on air from 1:30, New South Wales Cup, Magpies and Eels, and into Parramatta and the Tigers, Easter Monday special on Monday here, exclusive to Fox League tomorrow. Hastings switch of play, Crossland, Fitzgibbon. Just inside the 30, but another good chance. Hastings steadies it up. Croker, he's got some football in him. The man wearing the number 16 for the Knights and starting tonight. He's a good one. Hastings, Crossland, intercept, and Cossie away. The Warriors, there's chasers everywhere. There's 7 Knights chasing the hare, and Cossie slammed into the ground 5 metres out. I've rarely seen a cover chase like it.
I'll tell you what, it was a tackle from Tyson Frizzell too over the top.
They were coming from 7 different postcodes. The cover defence for the Knights. Across it comes for Ford. That was exciting rugby league. Boy, did the Andrew John stand go up. They were cheering on the home players to cover. Johnson and Fanua Blake, Nickel Klugstad. Oh, that is an anticlimax. Adam Pompey puts it down.
Yeah, Pompey, they just couldn't get to the end of that set. But what about the chase? It was a magnificent chase. Not only for Lachlan Miller, you expect him to chase, but from the other side of the field, Tyson Frizzell would have been easy for him just to give up on the chase and let Lachlan Miller make the chase. Look at him hit over the top too. A little bit in that tackle.
Look at the Knights jerseys, Block. Have a look at them. This is quite the pursuit. I mean, that's 7 chasing 1. That's quite a moment. Great rugby league. Good signs early in this game. 10 minutes in. And the Knights from a scrum win. Gagai going to run. I mentioned the 250 milestone last week. 205 running metres, 12 tackle busts to celebrate the occasion. Great numbers. Brazil caught there. Now Brayley. And in off the wing, Marju, but with no head of steam up there. Croker just pushing along to Thompson. Now they're in position to put up an attacking kick at the end of this set. If they get there, through the hands for Bradman Best. Of course, he was called in off the wing to get involved in the tackle with Curran. Last play, Knights. Crossland the bomb again. He was knocked out after kicking by Curran. Nickel Klugstad comes down with the ball. The crowd scream penalty. None forthcoming, and the Warriors with possession. I must say, I had no great dramas with the hit from Curran.
Yeah, I think he had ample time to pull out of it, but he just pulled him down to the ground. There was no shoulder involved. Didn't go in and hit him hard enough. Just pulled him down to the ground, just so he couldn't chase. Possession will start to turn around now for the Warriors. Had all the ball, the Knights.
Egan gets him on the front foot over the 40-metre line. Quickly through this set. And Johnson kicks for placement and finds the grass. It's a great kick by Johnson. That is control of the game, and we've seen that return with Sean this year. Not just the brilliance, but also the game management.
Yeah, just selects the right kick every time, doesn't he, Johnson? I'll tell you what I've noticed about him, going at the line a lot more this season with his kicking game. And that one just rolls in the touch. Restart in the middle of the ground now for the Knights.
Sean Johnson too, just on the personal stats, comes into tonight with 997 career points for the Warriors. It'd be nice if he brought up the 1,000 with a try, as he scored some beauties over the years for them. Newcastle rolling up the sleeves now in this set. 12 and a half into the contest, played by Marju. This time with Best. Good to see him take a hit up, closer to the centre. Now for Miller. Last tackle, Knights. Good defensive set, Warriors. Crossland has been the chief kicker tonight. Fielded by Marcelo Montoya. And the Warriors, that's a win, starting a set inside their 40.
Yeah, Montoya loves to return the ball with interest too. Just gets in a stride straight away. He runs as hard as anyone in the game, Montoya.
Now for Nickel Cookstar, up over halfway. Inspirational. Last week against the Sharks, the Warriors fullback, as was this man, Jazz Tavanga, filling in the big shoes of Tohu Harris. Wide ball from dummy half. Johnson turning it back inside. The Warriors on 5, 30 metres away from the Knights line. They're very flat, and it's, is there going to be a play the ball? Nickel Cookstar stays down on one knee. Well, he's in a fair deal of pain here. What did happen at the end of this?
Well, there's hardly anything in that. I just hope the players don't start to stay down now. Well, that's a feather on the top of the head there. Nothing in that. You'll probably get a penalty, but...
Stephen.
Honestly.
I don't want to be hit by that feather. You're the former international.
Just wait, chance.
And my Uber drivers, I don't want to get you offside. It's a long trip from Newcastle if you're not driving me home.
You'll be hitching.
Warriors with Johnson bombing from 30 metres out. There's a bit of screw on this ball in flight. And Marju catches it and close to the sideline. Curran across there with Corsi. And the Knights start another set. They've completed 8 of 9 so far tonight. And lead by 6 points to 0. Gagai on that run back. Now Brayley gets them going. Good metres from Fitzgibbon. And another penalty. Well, that's the 3rd time tonight. The Warriors concede a penalty, as you call them, blocker, a piggyback upfield for the Knights.
Well, it's a good run there from Lachlan Fitzgibbon too. Just hits the ball in and behind the play the ball. Struggles to get up. It was a nice run there. He set that play up. 3-0 the penalties at the moment in favour of the Knights.
This game exclusive to Fox League. You've had a good afternoon already if you tuned into the Dragons and Titans. Brutal contest. And a thrilling finish. Let's see if we get the same here. Knights 40 metres away from the Warriors line. So Feedy on the run. We're also keeping the hat-trick count. 1995, round 22, the last time we had 6 hat-tricks in a round. So 28 years ago. Crossland passing there. And Frizzell in quite a wrestling match there with the Warriors defenders. Maybe Dom Young will be the 6th hat-trick scorer. Hastings on to Croker. And cut down in the tackle by Curran, and it was literally cut down. Then Thompson, head down, tries to burrow his way towards the line. Last tackle, the Knights the kick, trap and scrap. Warriors unable to get to the loose ball, and the tackle count restarts. This is big pressure here. Croker with no one to pass it to there. Newcastle chant will go up at McDonald Jones Stadium. Hastings, and then Miller bouncing into the defence. Johnson put his body on the line in front of Bradman Best. Now Hastings drifting across. Crossland. Gagai ran away from Dominic Young there. So a repeat set. That's the 4th. Crossland this time.
Forward, Dane, you can't take him out like that.
Will penalise him. Dane took the marker out and gets a second chance. Now Crossland. Hastings. And this time, Croker can't offload. Just 10 metres away. Last tackle. Hastings called for it. Left foot kick, and Chance Nickel Clutchstar right there. Sliding take. As game as they come, the Warriors fullback.
Yeah, you tack the ball. There's another. There's a penalty. The first one for the Warriors. Just jumping the gun there inside the 10 metres. I think it's Saifidi just trying to get off the line. There's a grubber kick there. Clock start right on the spot. Cleans it up beautifully.
Well, Pennell spoke about the good recruiting that the Warriors have done for this season in our pre-match here tonight on Fox League. And, you know, who hasn't put in of the players that they signed? When you look at what Nickel Klukstar has brought to the team, Jackson Ford, you know, he's Dylan Walker off the bench, Murata Niokoro, who's not playing tonight but has been outstanding for them, certainly have made a difference. Here is Curran, 5 short of halfway. But through 17.5 minutes, without points, the Warriors. Johnson and Tamare Martin pushing along. Young Vilea almost over the sideline. Tamare Martin for Johnson. This time for Noah Blake. 10-metre gain from the front rower. Post-contact metres as well. Egan, Tavanga, Johnson, they went out the back. Great pickup. Then the ball with Pompey. Fitzgibbon makes the tackle. Last it is Johnson ready to put up a bomb, you would think. He'll kick across the face of the goals. Chasers there. Tom Young too good. And off and running. Look out. Alarm bells ringing. Tom Young. Now the alarms are going off. Miller in support. Miller with speed. They're chasing hard. Vilea turned inside. This time it's the Warriors with a big chase.
Oh, that's a super play there from Dom Young to get it going.
Gagai, Hastings, long spread of the ball. Fitzgibbon, Best is offloaded. Marju with it. Greg Marju. You wouldn't stop him with a pickaxe. He barrels his way for the line. The two wingers scoring the opening tries of the night.
Yeah, you can put it down to Dominic Young too. Just clean that ball up in the in-goal area. I can't believe they keep kicking to him. He's 6'6". He takes that ball out of the air in the in-goal area, sprints up to the 20, gets on with the play. And look at this support play here. Been one of the highlights for him too in Lachlan Miller. He just hasn't got the pace, and then they go straight away to the left-hand side through the hands, and Marzu scores the try. 24 runs last week, and what a power pack he is. They knew exactly where to go. This is a good play there from Fitzgibbon. The pass on the outside from Best. Marzu gets the ball. Klukstar can't make the tackle. What a try from the night.
Yeah.
Length of the field stuff.
Oh, blocker. Exciting rugby league, and I reckon the way they're going, the Knights, there'll be more fans roll in by half-time. The Knights fans will be on the text now, so you better get down here. This is pretty good football. Come and watch it. That's if you haven't got Fox, of course. You can watch it live, but the way they are playing, there's a confidence about them, and that was absolutely scintillating to watch from Newcastle. Superbly executed. Marju on the end of it. Well, he's built like a brick, you know what. I mean, he's just an absolute force and a ball of power. So over to Miller. He's got one from the right-hand touchline, and now he's got it from the left. The Andrew Johns stands side of the ground. Miller, kick, doesn't have the fade on it. So he's 1 from 2, 10-0 Knights over the Warriors.
Greg Marzu started the season in New South Wales Cup, but it'll be very hard for Adam O'Brien to drop him back there given his current form. He came into today with 3 tries and 21 tackle busts in just 2 games and averaged 205 running metres per game. He only ended up in the Hunter because of a swap deal with the Titans, but he's proving to be a really important pickup for the Knights and is doing everything right to nail down that left wing spot.
Darcy, it was one of the more unusual swaps in the history of the game. Chad Randall hooker goes to the Titans. Greg Marju winger comes to the Knights. He does have some defensive issues. They work very hard with Greg on that. They're about communicating and reads and that sort of thing. But when it comes to running the football, few go harder than him. 10-0 scoreline. A reminder though, Warriors last week went as far as 20-0 down the chute before they started and posted points. Dom Young with the ball. And Brayley. I think block would be fair. It's not as if the Warriors are playing that poorly, to be honest. It's the Knights' high quality.
Well, we saw how flat Manly were against the Panthers after that struggle 32-all last week up there in Mudgee. They were flat, but this side's come out, haven't they? Come out of the blocks on the back of a few penalties, got themselves some good field position, but they've been good enough to score a couple of tries early.
Crossland doing well. Being given the kicking duties, only his second game on the starting side for the year tonight. The other one was at hooker. Now for Vialia. And Johnson. This time for Corsi in off the wing. Same signs as last week. They're down by 10, but they don't look flustered, the Warriors. They're playing their game and see where that gets them. Walker to play it. Very much a modern-day super sub. Dylan Walker. Tamare Martin. Set restart here. Warriors full set inside the 20-metre zone of the Knights. And some powerful charges for Nua Blake there. Egan has scored 4 tries in 4 matches. Ball with Tavanga. Egan doesn't mind a sneaky play at a dummy half. Don't worry about that. He sells it with the eyes very well, Egan. Johnson back inside. Curran flashes through. Try scorer last week. Here's Egan. Passes for Walker. Dummy. Doesn't get through. Good defence. That was for Zell down low. Last place Warriors. Last tackle. Dummy. Round the corner pass. It's off a leg. No, they've got a knock on. Against the Warriors.
Gee, that's good stuff there from
Where do you want it?
the Newcastle Knights. The repeat set from the Warriors. They were cruising down the middle there. They come out the left-hand side. They're going to challenge this one.
Yeah, I think Vialia was
We've got a captain's challenge.
pretty convinced here.
Warriors are challenging the decision of a knock-on.
Young centre was basically begging his captain to challenge. That's a pass. Oh, but then accidental offside. Oh, they're going to lose this. Depends if you say knock on against Young.
I think Young's knocked on here.
Viliami is looking to offload the ball backwards. Dom Young then knocks the ball forward into Viliami's foot, playing on at this point.
So the knock on first against Young, and then
the whistle is then blown at this point, and the ball is grounded in the in goal. The challenge is successful.
Well done. Young centre having the confidence, 20 years of age, to say, skipper, captain, my captain, challenge please. It's a big call.
Gee, they did well defensively. They got the double set there. The Warriors, they come up. They didn't ball watch there that time. The Newcastle Knights on their own goal line defended stoutly. And they're going to have to do it again now.
Yeah, massive shift on the play from Newcastle ball to Warriors attack, 10 out. Right side, Johnson with a skip and delivers. Oh, hang on. Adam Poppy's almost dived over the dead ball line, but Sean Johnson, it is just a massive welcome back, SJ, in 2023.
Well, I'll tell you what he can do, Johnson. The way he gets on the outside of the opposition, stop, starts. Just watch the way he takes off here. Stop, start, beautiful pass. And I'll tell you what, just as good running from Pompey.
I don't know about this put-down block. He has dived very close to the dead ball line. I hope for his sake he's fine.
Ooh.
It's been confirmed. Yes.
They have to try.
Not much in it. Don't do that again, Adam, to your coach, Andrew Webster. You'll put 10 years on him. I think that's an exhale of relief there when he saw that.
Gee, it was good way that he ran into the hole too. Knew exactly the right hole, the inside shoulder there to run off Johnson. He knew what he was going to do.
He can't believe the put down. He now knows how Ivan Cleary felt all those years ago, the Warriors v Melbourne, 1v8, and Michael Witt feigned to put the ball down.
That was in Melbourne, yes.
Delayed in goal.
Correct.
So he remembers now. I tell you what, I'll have to get the Fox Sports Lab boys on it, but can they give us sort of a special circumstances try assist to Viliami Vailea for the captain's challenge? I mean, that happens because of his being emphatic that you should challenge that. And from that, they get the reverse on the decision and now have the try.
And it's great to see Johnson continuing on that form. Been in scintillating form all season so far. Just backs himself.
I told you the story before from Sean's own brother. He always had this theory that whenever Sean does something well, he misses the kick. More often than not, it's after something he does something well, which is hardly brotherly love.
Well, you know what it is. In the backyard, score his kick. Well,
he's just done something good. I'd like to think he gets the kick from 20 metres out and 15 in from touch. $10-4 the score. Johnson, he's successful. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, he says to his brother. 10 points to 6. Good game here. Live on Fox League, exclusive to Fox League from Newcastle on this Easter Sunday night. And Club Rugby League is back. Your kids can learn the fundamentals of league in a safe and supportive environment. They'll form real friendships, which potentially can last a lifetime. Practice real teamwork that builds character, a sense of fairness, real skills which build confidence and resilience. Join thousands of kids already registered and play something unreal. Join your local Club Rugby League team today at playrugbyleague.com. And to all the volunteers involved in all the many junior clubs all over the country and across New Zealand, thanks for what you do down at the grassroots level. The Warriors after their first points of the night.
I was talking about their bench a little bit earlier. Geez, he had some spark, Walker, in and around that middle third of the field. Good footwork.
Right on halfway. Ligon to Vanga. They're getting some decent run meters, the Warriors. Egan scoop up. This is a big set after points to Murray Martin with a retreating Knights defence. They've gone 80 metres downfield. Last tackle, short side Walker. I don't know whether that was the play. They've created almost an impossible task for Vailea there. I would have thought open side was the way to go there. It's not the 97 grand final.
Yeah, obviously thought they might have had a little bit of an overlap down that side, but some great defence from the Newcastle Knights again. Saifidi, good first stint for the Knights. He's replaced.
Jack Hetherington's come on blocker in jumper 15. Jack finding his way after a shoulder reconstruction last year at Canterbury. He's been getting about an average of 29 minutes a game. That'll increase. So Knights back within 9 metres of halfway. Warriors have completed 10 of 11 sets. Knights 13 of 14. Well done. Both teams in a fiercely fought battle so far tonight. Back to Crossland. It's almost as if Hastings has been retired as long kicker tonight. He's doing the short kicks, Crossland doing the long ones. And Nickel Klukstar held by 3 defenders. Kersey now on the run. I spoke to Jackson Hastings this week. Oh, they've made an error. The Warriors. Of course, there'll be no challenge here. Knights have got a chance. Jackson Hastings said he's still inconvenienced. The screws in the ankle from the injury last year. And that's one of the reasons he's not doing the goal kicking. He's not able to do the work during the week. So until that comes right, well, there's a ball plant. That's what they're highlighting. It's your fault, the ball carry. If you're going to plant the ball on the ground and something goes wrong.
Jackson, Josh, arms around. Nice to get it right in. Jaden, get in, boys.
Lockie Miller made a call there to Jackson Hastings. That's the play the Knights fullback has got. He's got it in his hands. The exciting Lockie Miller. On to Dane Gagai. Play 1, 25 away from the Warriors line. There's Brayley for Thompson. And into the 20 they go. They've had 14 tackles inside the Warriors 20 tonight. They've scored 2 tries. Crossland, Hastings, flat pass, offload, then the ball with Miller. He'll step and find support. Croker with it. Warriors regroup there. But they've got a few more tackles to absorb in this set. Brayley, Hastings, set restart again. So they can take their time a little if they want, the Knights. Keep building up the pressure. And now for Crossland, Frizzell, hit and spin. Vilea did enough to get him down. Gagai, high pass there for Hastings, for Thompson. Beside the right upright, now they can do big spread left if they want. Brayley, dummy, didn't really get a good grip on the ball. 1 tackle wasted. 4th it is. Crossland, Hastings, steadies it. Miller, quick hands, best. Good outside defence from the Warriors. Corsi hoping they get through this set. Last play, Knights, Hastings, kick towards the uprights. It's there, a leap. It's anyone's, it's Frizzell! Tyson Frizzell! Like a seagull to a potato chip. He's just picked it up off the deck and scores the try.
There was a good crossfield kick there by Hastings. It looked like he was aiming for that upright. They all went up for the footy. He picks up the scraps there, Frizzell. Dives over. He won't get an easier one than that. Look at the chase through. It was all from the repeat set again. Crossland left above the pack. The ball on the ground. Frizzell scoops it up. And the Knights are in again.
They'll just have to check if it comes off the legs here at Thompson, as long as Frizzell is behind Thompson. I'm not sure, Block. If it comes off the legs of Thompson and Frizzell picks it up, he's offside, but just a little one to look at. You do have to clear any knock on in all of it.
Gee, on that angle, it looks like he's behind him, Andrew.
Frizzell's one of those players who played all 90 last week, Blocker, against Manly.
And plenty of effort plays in that 90. Picks up the scraps there. And you've got to put it down to Crossland too, just competing for the ball. And that was a bit of an air swing, but he was the first at the footy that time. Good chase.
They've confirmed it. It's confirmed. Took some time. There was just a little delay, and they were holding Miller up taking the shot. And then all of a sudden, referee Liam Kennedy said, green light.
Well, on the back of a couple of repeat sets, both sides have been able to score. A couple of tries for the Knights.
Miller, 2 from 3 for the night. Again, the margin is 10, Block.
And I like him on both sides of the field. Frizzell that time on the right-hand side gets a try. It's Lockie Fitzgibbon there over on the left. It's causing all sorts of trouble. He's the man that was able to stand in a 2-man tackle and get the football away. Here's the kick again. Good work there by Crossland, competing. And there's the scraps. Frizzell scoops it up and scores. Doesn't matter how you get him. Sure. That's a 4-pointer.
So restart of play. Second time tonight. The Knights have led by 10 points. Sunday night Rugby League here, exclusive to Fox League. Good crowd in at McDonald Jones Stadium. It'll be a good crowd tomorrow at a call for the Tigers and the Eels. Easter show on next door. If you can't get to the game, you can watch it here on Fox.
And Curran in all sorts of trouble too. He'll be taking HIA.
Tackle 3.
He just reeled out of a tackle there. The trainer coming to his assistance now.
with Curran. So Knights now 16 of 17, 94% completion rate through the first 30.5 minutes. There was Curran, got low, and Jack John's right hip into the side of his head.
Scored a good try last week too. Jack Johns didn't start the game here this evening, but he's bulked up. Good runner of the footy now. Believes he should be there.
Well, they've soaked up as much time as they can, although, you know, the independent doctor may have something to say yet, but the Warriors in defence mode there. Here is Fitzgibbon with it, and Curran's involved in the tackle.
I think they'll have a look at how long he was on the ground for. He was on the ground for 10 seconds there.
Now Miller. Last tackle for the Knights here. Back again, long kick. Oh, Crossland was hit late there by Jackson Ford. Had to continue.
He's appealing for the penalty too, and looking over at the touchy.
My first watching it live was that Ford was a little late. Warriors with the ball. Montoya almost back to halfway. Egan having a really good season. Makes another 7 or 8 metres.
He's a clever player, Egan. He's one you've got to watch every time out of dummy half.
Johnson sets it up. Nickel Klukstad dummy on the inside. And good defence by Bradman Best and Hastings. Last play Warriors. Johnson with pressure on him. There was 3 running at him. Kick is going to be allowed to bounce. I don't know about that tactic. Then they go and try the bat back, and the Warriors miss the chance to come up with the ball. It ends up in the hands of Crossland as the Knights in back play get Thompson off and Brodie Jones thrown into the game. 16-6, 4 tries scored in 32 and a bit minutes. Vilea now down for the Warriors. That's on the 20-metre line. So they're down a man for a moment. Curran looks like he's been given the all clear to continue. Ooh, Jones spinning as he was hit low by Tavanga. And then, oh dear, Brodie, please. Well, bench players, you want to make a difference. But he's...
Gee, I'd like to see that again, Andrew. Look, I think there was a couple of Warrior players loitering around in and around the play the ball. It'll be interesting to see it again, whether he had a free shot at the play. Oh no, it's a shocker.
It's all right.
Sorry, Brodie, I tried to stick up for
you. You did. You did your best. You did your best, but boy, oh boy, that was as untidy as it gets. So only their second error in a set tonight. Corsia run, play 1, 37, make it 35 away from the Knights line. And a set restart for the work they did on the ground. Tom Allaire is now on for the Warriors.
Another restart. We've seen some tries this evening on restarts.
Klukstad, they were slow on the left-hand side to move up there, the Knights, almost caught out. 10 from the line. Walker. And there's Johnson. Great defence, the Knights.
Crossland.
So good, Crossland. Frizzell there. Shot pulled off on Ford. Johnson, Walker, Nickel Klukstad to Curran. Cut off low. 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Advantage Warriors this set. Walker, another touch. Playing the classic middle forward role at the moment. Egan. And the passing is straight up. Tom Allaire spins. He may have got it down. No, it was touched by the Knights. In fact, set restart for offside. The offside player saved the try. There might be sin bin here. It issued back-to-back set restarts. You normally don't get away with 3. So be careful, Newcastle. Warriors Tom LA loads up again. 3 metres from the line. There you go, there's the dummy. He's got himself to the in goal. He doesn't get it down.
Yeah, who's that underneath there for the Newcastle Knights? Egan with the trick play, show and go.
Could have been 5 games in a row Egan has scored. He may still do it. Warriors again. Walker, 7 metres away. Newcastle, thorough test here of their goal line defence. Johnson, Nickel-Klukstar, doesn't look to pass, goes all the way. What a signing he's proving to be. The second coming of Charles Nickel-Klukstar as a Warrior. And he scores his team's second try here tonight.
Gee, that's a determined run. He's got no right to score there. Just backed himself. Johnson again with the skip on the outside. Klukstar, strong man best. They can't make the tackle. He just surged. And what a hit back here from the Warriors. Just caught a little bit flat-footed there. Best can't make the tackle. Klukstar scores.
Tough player, Charles Nickel-Klukstar. In his first stint at the Warriors, when he came into first grade back in 2017, he had a curious stat going. He scored 7 tries in his first stint with them, but 3 of those, he had 3 doubles, and they lost all 3 games. So he was having big moments personally, but it wasn't being converted to wins. Never been a... oh, hang on. They're going to look for obstruction here. Just hold the phone, Blocky. They want to check obstruction.
Looking at the lead runner coming into contact with Jackson Hastings here.
Well, Hastings
Jackson
stops.
Hastings is looking to slide out and push off, and contact is made from the lead runner. We have a decision.
Adam Pompey becomes the villain, and the try is denied. So Pompey just had to find a passage through the line there for the try to be allowed.
Hastings was 100-1 to get across there. I know the rule.
Yep.
Don't think he would have had any involvement in trying to stop that try there.
Pick it up and play it.
16-6 it remains, 4.5 minutes away from the break. Bradman Best on the run. That the 4th penalty of the night for Newcastle, and they've all been penalties received inside their own half. So now Brayley Johns, oh, driven back. Dylan Walker serves him up there. Crossland. And then Frizzell. Good first half, Tyson Frizzell. Brayley. Gagai. So from Warriors disallowed try to Newcastle on last play, putting up an attacking kick. Crossland out, Corsi's way, chases through, batted back by Maju. Play on for Best. Left foot kick. Here come the chase. Here it goes. Phoenix. Crossland off a Bradman Best manufactured kick. What a swing in the match. The Warriors denied at the other end. A minute later,
Just
Phoenix Crossland scores.
And have a look at Crossland in the middle of the park. If we get that wide shot, he's pointing to Best to kick the ball in field. There's the crossfield kick. He stays alive. It's a brilliant kick here from Best. They pick up the scraps again. Look at him with his arm up. He's going kick, wins the race to the ball. Klukstar out of position. And what a try, what a turnaround. It was the Warriors that looked like scoring up the other end of the field. They've gotten the length.
Oh,
Crossland, what about the kick?
What about the kick? A stab. And Crossland. Referee almost got hit.
And hasn't he looked comfortable here this evening? Crossland coming in to that 5/8 position. Slams it down. And it's a brilliant first half, right under the post to the Newcastle Knights.
Well, there's Phoenix's try for the year since he came into first grade. Scored one in 2020, one in 2021, one in 2022. Now he's got one in 2023, fourth of his career. Newcastle riding a wave here. Lead by 14, it'll be 16 in a moment. The Warriors are going to have to draw on some of what happened last week where they trailed by 20 at Cronulla. 38 gone. Adam O'Brien's Knights. All smiles. 22-6 they lead.
Gee, that was a brilliant little bit of footy there. Timing there from Bradman Best. Just picks up the scraps again, puts the ball on the boot. Left footer it was too. Crossland never gave up on the play. Chases through. 22-6. Haven't they done it? They've played at a pace a lot quicker here this evening than the Warriors.
So back come the Knights. Have we seen the last of the scoring for the first half? It's been great to watch. Hope you're enjoying it here on Easter Sunday night on Fox League. Blockers full up with chocolates too. Boy, he was bouncing around the commentary box. Pre-kick-off. He ate the whole carton. Block. The whole carton of the Cadbury chocolates.
You've got to remember they're hollow inside.
Oh.
There's not that much chocolate.
Egan's got a problem here on the deck. Oh, gee, I see that.
Friendly
I think
fire.
Yeah, he got all sorts of things though. The way the arm went back, I think he's got double trouble here. Wade Egan.
Well, I'll tell you what, after watching that and how long he stayed down there, that's a head clash.
Yeah.
I doubt if he'll be back.
Greg's going to be playing.
First it looked like he had pain in the left shoulder, then he cops the full-on face collision. It is such a tough game that we watch. I mean, man, I was knocked out like last night with the Rapiner incident, the Tommy Flegler last night.
Stray elbow.
Yeah. Wade Egan, look at that. Up on his feet and will come from the field. We've got young Tane Tuapiki on the bench tonight. Only his second game in the NRL. They've got Bailey Sirinen ready to come on. The versatile Bailey Sirinen.
He could play a little bit of dummy half too, Bailey. Tavunga could go in there.
Knights in possession. 90 seconds remain in this first half. 16-point margin.
I reckon they'll get a standing ovation as they come off to the Knights.
Scored early through Dom Young and have kept it going. Now back to Crossland. He's having one of his best games in first grade tonight. Phoenix Crossland making the most of an appearance in the starting side. And 5'8", definitely his preference to the hooking role he filled in earlier this year with Brayley sideline. Tamare Martin. He's getting better by the week, Tom. He's getting a few more minutes. Andrew Webster investing a bit of time in him. Now for Pompey. Fourth tackle. They've got an attacking play in them in this set. Walker. Johnson out the back. Tamare Martin. Then Vivalia. Strong defence. Gagai. The veteran on the young bull there. Last tackle. Warriors. Martin for Johnson. To bomb across field. Getting back is Marju. Great play. Greg Marju got up high and got both palms to it to take it over the dead ball line.
Well, he did well there, Marju. That's the side I'd be kicking at. Early in the first half, they kept kicking across field to Dom Young. Didn't have any luck. Marju cleans up the back there to the Newcastle Knights. And listen to this as they leave the field here. I'm sure it'll be a standing ovation.
They're getting up. The Knights have scored 4 tries to 1. They're in pursuit of their 3rd win of the season. Half-time. Newcastle 22, the Warriors 6. They all have a role to play when you're 16 down. Johnson, Tamare Martin, and the Newcastle Knights. Can they go on with the job? Back they come. Good crowd here at McDonald Jones Stadium.
Just come back to that form there when he played State of Origin a couple of years ago. Tyson Frizzell involved in everything. The highlight of the first half for mine was the chase.
Oh, yeah.
When the Warriors looked like they were going to score, he came from nowhere.
I'd put it up there as one of the best moments of the season, to be honest. We call a lot of footy block. I haven't seen 7 chases on one player go 80 metres. The 7 chased all 80. It was a thrilling moment in the first half.
Well, the great thing for them is the Newcastle Knights completed at 90%. Gee, they're going to be hard to beat if they can show that sort of enthusiasm for the ball to hang on to it. And all to do in the second half for the Warriors.
So Warriors won by 8 when they clashed in round 1 in Wellington. Second half underway on this Easter Sunday. Exclusive to Fox League tonight, as will tomorrow be, when we head off to Homebush and the Tigers and the Eels lock horns.
You just can't drop off for a second in the NRL these days. When you're in front by 22 to 6, you really got to go on with it here.
Yes, I'm sure Adam O'Brien would have had a little mention of what the Warriors did last week to his team, just to remind them. Jones with a run. Brayley turning away for Johns. Brayley, by the way, is celebrating his 27th birthday today, the Newcastle hooker. So far, so good. Crossland, the long kicker, and got a lot on it. And bounces away from Charles Nickel-Klukstar, who had that try denied before half-time. Here is Montoya for the Warriors. They've completed at 84%, the Warriors. 15 short of halfway. So Sirinen in a dummy half roll, Bailey Sirinen. This time on for Tavaga. Kept alive. LA is with it. Getting close to that sideline and does well to get to ground in the Bradman best tackle. Last play, Warriors. Johnson with time to put one up. Here they go. Chasers getting through. Dom Young's a good catcher. And ready to absorb the punishment of a tackle, having caught the ball. Newcastle back with it. Another good set by the Warriors as a penalty. Oh, gee, they've given away far too many of this tonight. The good sets of the Warriors far outweigh the bad ones again tonight. That's why I'm not about to write them off, even though the margin is 16.
Yeah, they've got to put it all in the first 20 minutes here of the second half, the Warriors. Giving away a penalty like that won't help. We saw that all too often in the first half.
Yeah. It's almost like we need to remind the players they don't play set restarts when you give away penalty inside the 40. They've 4 times tonight now, full-blown penalties, giving easy meters to Newcastle.
And it helps when you get down the other end too and get a couple of repeat sets. You should be good enough at this level to score, and they've been able to do that.
Crossland and Hastings on to Miller. Miller, through the gap and past to Best. What about the Knights? Hastings has got his first try as a Newcastle Knights. That is top shelf rugby league. They want to check.
Yeah,
well, no try. What did you see, Blom?
I reckon there might be a little bit of an obstruction here. I'll tell you what, it was that good. They got him for numbers, stripped him for numbers. Miller, show and go, and then the flick out the back was special. I'm just going to have a look and see if he slows down and instructs one of the players there back on the inside. I don't know where he could go there.
Well, he's in front of the ball though.
Just looking at Lockie Miller after he's passed the ball, Sean Johnson is looking to defend across here.
Yeah, they'll
Lockie
take this
Miller
away.
is in front of the ball, denying him that opportunity. We have a
Behind the
decision.
ball, no drama. In front of the ball, problem. And Hastings, the man who was at the centre of the Nickel Klukstad, no try. It's almost like there's been a little bit of karma, possibly. Warriors voodoo happening there, and now try taken off the Knights. I'll say this, though. They got some. There's some football in this Newcastle side, and it was exciting watching Miller go through there.
Well, you're right, Andrew. It all starts with Miller too. He's got speed, but he's also very elusive. Got power, low base. It was beautiful skill to get that flick out the back.
As this set starts, let's go down to the sideline. Darcy McDonald, what news out of halftime?
Knights coach Adam O'Brien was really happy with what he saw in that first half. He told his players, keep doing what you're doing, use the wind to your advantage, kick to the corners and control the game. As for Warriors coach Andrew Webster, he felt like they lacked control in that first half, so he wants to take that back, play to their pace and not Newcastle. An update on Wade Egan, he has failed his HIA and will not return.
Oh, not good news. We'll go back to Darcy in a moment just to check on how strong that breeze is in the second half compared to 50 or so minutes. Walker and Johnson exploding onto the ball. It'll be played by Ford. Now Walker. And again Johnson. They're going well across with Pompey. He's 10 away from the line. They have tackles up the sleeve here, the Warriors. They go to Nickel Klukstad, who just pinned the ears back there. 4 metres away. So Corsi went long. Tom Elle has changed direction. They lose their way a little there, the Warriors. Now last tackle. This one with Walker. Johnson. Nice play. Tamare Martin. W and run. Oh, loses the ball. Desperate scramble. Was it knocked out of his hands by the Knights?
Tamare Martin, it's great to see him run on the footy. They've got no try here. Bit of a brain bleed a couple of years ago. Got himself back in. Now signed a long-term deal with the Warriors. Backs himself. Crossland involved in the tackle. Miller over the top. Stretches out. Loses on the way down.
There's always momentum in the tackle. Tamare Martin loses possession of the ball over the goal line in attempting to ground it.
We have a decision. He lost control of the ball, even though there's hands all around it.
It is a great story, but isn't it? And
oh, yeah.
the comeback.
Still remember him coming through the under-20s, exciting. Called his debut up at Penrith, kicked the field goal on debut against the Broncos, playing for Penrith. So that's a couple of close ones.
I played in the 20s at the Tigers.
Yeah, 20s at the Tigers. Looked good all the way through. Darcy, what is the story with the breeze? Is it as strong at the backs of Newcastle as it was in the first half?
No, Vossi, it's not. It's definitely eased off. It's coming in and out, but I would say it was definitely strong in the first half.
All right, so not quite the same advantage that the Warriors had. That added credit to the Newcastle performance in the first half. Here's Hastings. Crossland, Frizzell. There's shape about this attack. There's skill about this attack. Ball went forward. He's got forward pass, so they can bring it back. But there's a lot happening out there. This is a team that is getting confidence, more of it by the minute.
Gee, I've been happy with Tyson Frizzell. He's wound back the clock here. Full of running, free of injury. If he'd been able to pick that ball up cleanly, Klukstad was away.
All right, 22-6, 6 into the second half, 6 pulsating minutes of play.
Well, it's what you want to see from both sides too. You know, it would have been easy for the Knights to come out and just relax a little bit. That's not the case. The Warriors trying to play catch-up. Ray Martin down injured at the moment in the back plate.
Now, I'll just put a little argument. I don't think are they entitled to stop the play here? He was injured in the non-scoring of the try, and now we're
He's in
stopping
trouble.
play to deal with the injury many minutes later. I hope he's okay. This is where it happened. Twisting and turning, desperate to get over. They're all playing at the ball, and down it goes.
I know we've seen a few hip drops so far this weekend. Gee, I'll tell you what, in the attempt at trying to score a try there, Crossland dropped his body weight, so I'm not saying it was, but it looked as bad as some of the other ones I've seen.
Darcy McDonald will check on Tamare Martin. Warriors have already lost Wade Egan.
Gee, that's a big loss. Just how smooth he is and out of dummy half, deception. Bailey Sirinen trying to fill in there for the Warriors.
Gorsey taking the run off the scrum. Crowd singing Sweet Caroline. It's a long way from home, 22-6. But they're having a good Easter Sunday night here at McDonald Jones Stadium. Tastavara. Set restart will go the way of the Warriors this time. Jackson Ford into the Knights half they go. They've had 5 set restarts tonight. The Warriors, 5-2 that count. This time with Johnson. Curran, into the 30 they go. Need to be the next to score in the game. Across with Fanua Blake. Johnson bobbing up everywhere. Great low tackle, Crossland. His good night continues. The tackle on Ford. Then Johnson in the game. What a tackle from Jack Johns. A ripper on Viliami Vailea. Johnson, the stab, it's there. It's covered by Hastings. Oh, he's over the fence. He's over the fence. The kids love it.
Yeah, he's always in the game, isn't he? Hastings cleans out that beautifully. Jack Johns, watch this for a grass cutter. Tremendous defence. A couple of his teammates over the top. And there's the end of the set. They've forced the line dropout. If they're good enough, they should score here, the Warriors.
Do it again, Jackson, the kids will say on the front of the fence. Crowd getting a chance to get to the second chorus of Sweet Caroline now as line dropout with Miller. Really good rugby league to watch all of this. No change. Oh, no change to the half-time score.
Is that a shoulder charge?
No, Tom Alley just ripped back and he's straight to his feet. Long. Big bodies on big body. There's a big improver. Dumped off there for Curran. Oh, this is a throwback to some of the great days of the Knights, the way the crowd is into the game here. Now Nickel Klutschtar running at Miller. Legs pumping there, the Warriors fullback. Only one try on the board. Sirinen, Tavanga, Johnson, overlap left, Walker. They cut it out, but it probably should have gone through the hands.
Oh, great tackle.
Tackle on Montoya by Young. Crowd as Johnson's kick. Oh, lost by Miller. They've got it back and lost it as well, Tavanga. No advantage, Warriors, so they will get the ball here.
Gee, that's desperate stuff there. A couple of times, a couple of sets. The Warriors look like they're going to score. Some grassing tackles. Great defence from the Knights.
What about what coaching can do? This is the run back. Tom out there. Oh, they do. Well, there could be some drama there if it's given from one side.
Well, I don't think he attempted to put his arms
No,
around.
not at all. Has Andrew Webster sat down, or is there is the case of Gould and Daly all those years ago? Someone took his chair. What's going on? He hasn't sat down. Oh, lovely move. Pompey! That is smoke and mirrors stuff from the Warriors centre.
What about the footwork there?
Lovely move.
There's plenty of fight left in the Warriors. They can't be denied that time from the scrum base. The Newcastle Knights couldn't clean up at the back. Look at this footwork here. Pompey. There's the mistake. They get the ball back. And watch this for a little bit of footwork. Little shimmy at the line. Oh, that's great stuff.
Yeah.
On Best.
Yeah, what a move on Bradman Best. Watch this again. Centre on centre. See you later. I tell you what, talk about horses for courses. Adam Pompey hasn't scored a try this year. He comes up against a side that he's scored in 3 of his last 5 games against, and he's got a double. He likes playing the Knights. 22-10.
Well, they've given him a little bit of a sniff now. Here come the Warriors. 22-10. Important conversion kick, this one from Johnson.
You're the expert, I'm just the fan. But again, 2 weeks in a row, I haven't seen the Warriors drop their bundle for a second, despite falling behind by 10, 16, 20. They stick to their plan.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going through the process. Listen to the noise.
Johnson swinging it. Johnson gets it. 22-12. Let's go on Warriors. Warriors and Knights putting on a show here on Fox League on a Sunday night.
It's just a little bit of individual brilliance here from Pompey. One-on-one, the step on Best. He'll try and get one back as the game goes on, I'm sure. But that was brilliant.
Mark Gasnier liked the little step. And by the way, Sean Johnson, well done, has passed the 1,000 point mark for the Warriors with that conversion. 22-12. Still work to be done for the Warriors. Newcastle still in control, but a lot of time left. And remember, Warriors bench down here. Tamare Martin, the ankle issue. Egan ruled out of the game. Sirinen doing his job, filling in. Into the Knights half they go. Away to Johnson. 45 out. Kick, turns him around. Chases, running. The charge of the Light Brigade down at Lockie Miller. They trap him there. Now they're going to try and take him in goal. Just stays in the field of play.
This is a different Warrior side. That was a perfect kick there from Johnson to find the turf. Here they come. They can't give away a penalty here.
I just say credit to both teams, the coaching staff. So these 2 sides, fantastic to watch this season. I don't know what happens from here in the last 28 minutes, but this is mightily entertaining from the Warriors and the Knights tonight. Again, brutal defence. Hetherington running it back. Curran, Fanua Blake. Knights on their 30. Crossland with the kick on the last tackle. Great defensive set, Warriors. Montoya to bring it back. Let's go down to Darcy McDonald. Injury report, Darcy.
Some bad news for the Warriors. They'll be without 5/8 Tamare Martin for the rest of the game. He headed straight up the tunnel with that left ankle injury. He couldn't put any weight on it and looked to be in a fair bit of pain. I'll get back to you with some more information as it comes to hand.
Okay. Pompey with the ball for the Warriors. Saifiti getting ready to come back on for Newcastle.
And that's LA with the offload again. She's made an impact, this kid.
Fanua Blake, good charge. They're 28 away. Warriors on top at the moment, but still down by 10. Walker back in field. Turned his back to the defence, decided against pulling the trigger on the pass. Last tackle, Johnson wants it. He's on the right. Here he is, SJ with the ball. They're going to run it. Nickel Klugstar onto Pompey. Got the kick in. Miller covers up. Now he's got an assignment. And is trapped in goal. The patient Warriors.
Yeah, Clockstar with a little kick in and behind. Miller did his best to get back in the field of play. Pompey it was, I think. Yeah, there he is with the kick in and behind. Perfectly weighted. And they've had the better of the last 6 minutes here.
Confirmation block, I don't know how, but Gould stole Webster's chair. Another scandal in rugby league. I don't know how it happened. There he is. He's got nowhere to sit. He's the head coach of an NRL side. Can't get a chair. Short dropout. Doesn't look like going the distance. It finds the sideline, but not going 10. Penalty in front at 22-12.
And they want to get on with it here, the Warriors. Adam O'Brien out of his chair too. I might have stole both of them.
Would have put it past him. Tap taken by the Warriors. Walker with the ball. They are 5 metres away. What do they put on? Can they pull it back real close? Fanua Blake. Almost through the hole there. Sirinen doing well. Johnson drifts across. Straight runner. Great tackle by Gagai and Crossland on Vilea. Crossland being fantastic in defence tonight. Here they are again, Crossland and Miller. Right on the line, Johnson steadies it up to Vanga. Fanua Blake. They take him down. Hastings hanging on. Last tackle, Warriors. Ball, Johnson inside. Nickel Klukstar offloads Poppy. Then the ball to the corner. Ed Corsi. Almost Edward Scissorhands in the corner to get it down. It was so quick. Exchange from left to right to score. What a game this is.
And they've rewarded it straight away too. Corsi gets a try. There's a short dropout, didn't go the required distance. Penalty under the post. I think it's Fanua Blake down in the back play over there with the trainer at the moment. Oh, that's brilliant. Just watch the way he changes the hands with the ball. Klukstar with the offload. They can't come off their line here quick enough.
Left to right. Well done. Beautiful. Well done. Ed Corsi, another big improver. Like they've got, there's a little bit of Cowboys of last year about some of these young players at the Warriors that in tough times came into the side when they're going like bustards. But the experience they picked up now, the return dividend, and you're seeing it tonight, and you're seeing it this season. Top outlet looks fantastic. Ed Corsi, Viliami Vilea.
And the possession really starting to turn around now in favour of the Warriors. And can't they do something with it when they get repeat sets?
What we do know, Newcastle are a different beast this year as well. Now, they proved it last week against Manly. They got points in them. Don't think Newcastle's score is going to stop at 22 tonight. We got a terrific Easter Sunday finish here, and then Sunday night with Matty Johns tonight. Johns soon from the sideline. There he is. Johnson has done it again. Have a look at the Warriors fans.
Well, it was 22-6 at half time. Wade Egan goes off for the Warriors. Their skillful ball playing dummy half. And they've come out and they've exploded. They've had a lot of ball in the second half. And haven't they got some courage, this Warriors side now?
Well, I've got to be honest, every part of Johnson's game has bounced back. I mean, even his best goal-kicking days were behind him. He only kicked 14 goals last year. And now he's back banging him over from the sideline. He's having a monster game again, Johnston. 22-18. They need more of Sean Johnson, though, with Tamare Martinoff and Egan. They've lost 2 of their spine tonight. Sirinen for Curran. Newcastle still in front. That's the main thing. Look at that stat, second half. Field position dominated by the Warriors. Jazz Tavanga on that run. The Warriors side already without the likes of Tohu Harris and Muradini Kore and Mitch Barnett. 3 certain starters for them. Nickel Klukstar offloading. He's bobbing up everywhere. Ford in support. Newcastle doing well to hang on here. This is a rampant Warriors. Johnson's kick. Everything he's done right tonight. Got it right to the corner. Here's the chasers. Johnson leads the way. Oh, Miller does well to stay in advance to the goal line.
Well, that's inspirational. He just didn't sit back on his heel and watch the kick downfield. He won the chase there and puts a shot on Miller.
It's incredible. The resurrection of Shaun Johnson's career continues. Have a look at this. Get that in here. Knights with the ball. It is Young over the 30. 22 points isn't going to win it. Gagai bounces away from Montoya and goes again. Now Crossland kicking on the run. Back goes Corsi. And play one just outside the 20. This time Pompey on the run. Bunty Afoa getting ready to come back on. It'll be Fanua Blake coming off. I think he was called off and then they changed their mind at the last moment.
Geez, I'll tell you what, you'd want to stay out there and be part of this, wouldn't you? How many have they got on the field now? Anyone come off?
I was doing the check of that as well. They've got the 13. Fanua Blake saw Afoa on the sideline and thought, well, I have to go off. But on the far side of the ground is where the drama has happened. So Fanua Blake had to stay on. Johnson bombs high. Miller's underneath it. Miller again has had a big night for the Knights. Way on the far side of the ground, it's Tom Aller has gone off. Penalty to the Knights here. Let's go sideline with Darcy.
Some terrible news on Warriors 5'8" Tamari Martin. He has suffered a possible fractured fibula, so looking at a lengthy stint on the sideline now.
Wow, so did it happen in the first instance when he was trying to score the try? Yes. Now you mentioned, now I'm happy to say not hip drop, because I don't think it landed on, the defender did not land on the back of the leg.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But the first thing, yeah, I know what you're thinking.
But
you're on watch.
Yeah. All I'm saying, I've seen a couple this weekend that I didn't think were hip drops.
Well, it's one to look back on later tonight. By the way, NRL 360, it's a big day tomorrow. We're on air from 1:30 tomorrow. We'll have the New South Wales Cup, Magpies and Eels. Tigers, Eels, NRL exclusive to Fox League. NRL 360 straight after. So your Easter Monday is all sorted with Rugby League here on Fox League. Brayley on the run. Dreadful news for Tamari Martin. Thompson, Hastings. Then was Saifiti. Last tackle. Kurtman out there playing dummy half. Hastings with time to place this bomb. Here comes Young. Young bats it back. Oh, maybe knocked on it was.
Well, Brayley's in all sorts of trouble here. He's off for the Knights.
Oh no, and it's knee as well. He's had issues previously. Wow, Darcy McDonald very busy in the casualty ward tonight. Darcy will check on that one, but he got himself off the field, didn't he? Quick smart, Jaden Brayley did his Achilles tendon pre-season last year. This looked more knee though.
Well, I know they're in front of the scoreboard, the Newcastle Knights, but they've got to find something here. It's been all the Warriors this whole second half.
Yeah. 2020 was the knee reconstruction for Jaden Brayley. Played only 2 games that year for the Knights. So fingers crossed that's not the story here. Warriors with the ball. Johnson, show, back for Pompey. Puts that little move. That is very Gasnier-like. That move he's doing very late now. Last tackle. Johnson bomb from 40 metres out. It's high. Here's Miller. Great catch. And no peace from the chasers. How good's the kick chase, Pete? Among other things.
Well, you don't want to give him any room. Miller, we've seen him carve sides up so far this season, back at fullback for the Knights.
Second half block, Knights only 6 completed sets. They've had only 37% of the ball. They've had only 3 tackles inside the Warriors' half.
Yeah, that'll get them going. That's a great run from Saifiti.
Now Miller, he's got some moves of his own. Knights with the ball, but last tackle, and again they fail to get to the Warriors' half. Crossland, spiralling kick. This won't be easy to catch. Good take. Montoya back for the Warriors. 22-18. So at no point of the game. Oh, and then wrestling. Loses the ball. Marcelo, how much influence you have on your captain? You're blowing up with a ref. It's the captain that you have to appeal to if you want a challenge.
No, that's fair. Tyson Frizzell, the arms out and trying to walk backwards. I think it was Montoya who moved off the mark there.
Yeah.
That's a fair call. No wonder he didn't want to challenge that one.
Tell it to the Easter Bunny, Marcelo. No one's listening. Knights, they get their chance. No points since half-time. 22-18. They have had a disallowed try, though. There's plenty of attack left in the Knights. Here's Miller. And they've got the fitter troops at the moment. It's the Warriors who are falling in the injury states. Mind you, Brayley is a huge loss. Man very capable going into dummy half. You know his versatility. Here he is to Hastings. Hastings then to Thompson. Thompson rolls forward. 5 from the line.
Where's Miller?
Now Man almost didn't get to the ball at dummy half. Kurt Man! Oh, it went from disaster to success. He almost missed the playing of the ball. He's got on the bus late. And he's gone all the way for a try.
Fresh legs, Kurt Man. They needed something there. The Warriors have been, well, the Knights have been under the pump the whole second half here. Fresh man comes on. Speed out of dummy half. What a great utility player he has been for the Newcastle Knights. And Kurt Man gets over the stripe.
There he goes, the ball's there. And Man sort of has to react to it. Then it's all determination. Even takes on the goal post padding. A lot of arms grabbing there, Blocker.
Yeah, he used the fen well too. Just watch the fen come out here. And Tavanga gets on the inside of him, slams the ball down. Wow, didn't they need that? Look at Ponga. He's up out of his chair.
Cheering on his old mate. What a surprise. Lockie Miller with a kick from in front. Gee, there's been some, I've got nothing to do with the Dally M's, but gee, there's been some contributors tonight. How many points are you allowed to hand out, Block? 3, 2, 1? Can you split it up 6 ways and give them all a point or something?
There's been some great players, haven't they? They've changed the rules this year. You can get a maximum of 6.
Yes. So Miller with a kick. Another 2. Bit of breathing space. 14 to go. 14 to go. 28 plays 18.
I'll tell you what just took the crabs off him a little bit was Saifidi just pushing up into the line there. A couple of the Warriors players had eyes for Saifidi there, which enabled Kurt Man to get a one-on-one.
Sunday night with Matty Johns to follow this one. Sean O'Sullivan and the very entertaining Toby Rudolph, special guests. He's crossed and almost ran the ball over the sideline there after catching it. So Sunday night with Matty Johns straight after this one. And then Monday, Rugby League here on Fox. Exclusive Tigers and Eels tomorrow. Darcy, what is the story with Jaden Brayley?
It is a right knee injury, which is the same knee that he actually suffered an ACL injury in back in 2020. He's in the sheds with the medical staff. Fingers crossed for a good result, and I'll get back to you when more information comes to hand.
Absolutely. He's had some injuries, some serious ones over the years, Jaden Brayley. Everyone wishes him well. Knights get into the Warriors' half. Another big charge for Zell on the left side of the field rather than the right. He's having a monster game. Ball down to Marcelo Montoya. They pay a price for his untidy play the ball. So for all their hard work, the Warriors, they never got themselves back in front. 28 plays 18.
Well, they're up against it again. They've got to dig deep. They've had to do that a couple of times in this game so far. Got to get themselves up the other end here. That was a great set there from the Newcastle Knights, just tucking the ball under the arm and running as hard as you can.
I've loved the effort of both teams tonight, the effort. He's been here by the bucket load. Tom Ella is back on. Jazz Tavanga off and fell to the ground when he got off. He was absolutely exhausted on the sideline. Johnson to Curran. Curran dummies to Pompey and then throws it forward. And Newcastle get the ball. Kurt Mann is the man.
Jeez.
Andrew Webster.
He second-guessed himself that time, Curran. Double pump. He threw the ball late.
Hastings scoop up. Caught there on halfway. And then, a strip. Walker saying...
Gee, it looked like it took 20 seconds, that tackle.
He's claiming that Curran had dropped off. I mean, it wouldn't matter, even if it's one. If he's already called held, then you've stripped the ball late.
Pretty hard to hear in these.
Well, that's right. Mind you, if the ball carrier passed after held, they'd say you can take it back. Nothing goes the defence way. This is it for Newcastle. This is a big set. If they can get something out of this, it might just get them home. Might. Don't run of any team. Limping for the Knights is Croker. He's in a bit of trouble now. Hastings. Croker, I always worry. He fell in open play there. No one around him. He's now limping heavily. Hastings with the ball. Saifiti doesn't offload. Caught in the tackle of Jackson Ford. Slow play the ball. Ooh, he wasn't standing square. Gets away with it. Thompson then with the ball. 5 metres from the line. Someone to stand up as a hero for the Knights here. Hastings, fight across, best. Marzier, you're not going to stop him. There he goes. Greg Marzier scoring tries for fun. Newcastle, one giant step closer to victory.
Yeah, I reckon you can put it down to the couple of sets just before that. Just the hard running. I mentioned it a couple of times. Saifiti, Frizzell, just tucking the ball under their arm, got themselves right back into the game here. Hastings comes out the left. Marju off the left foot. A couple of blokes he had to beat there too. Coming across, just over chased, threw out the arm there. Pompey. Marju, we know how strong he is. Slams it down. And it's the Knights that go back to back. How much ticker have they got?
Well, he's getting a fan club going pretty. This is a bit of Aquila Uarte areas with Greg Marju. What he, the support he's getting for the way he plays it. Aquila the thriller. He was great at beating a man and bowling over the top, and he was the kicker woy, wasn't he? And Greg Marju now joins the club. Had 21 tackle busts in 2 matches leading into tonight. He's now got 5 tries as a night already. Over to Miller. They're 14 in front. The Knights are back. Miller, nice swing on it. Well done. Big points next to their name. 34-18 inside the final 9.
Well, the Knights faithful absolutely love that. They were up on their feet, flying their flags and cheering Greg Marzu over. An update on Jaden Brayley as we see him in the Knights sheds. They're concerned about a meniscus injury. He'll be sent for scans in the coming days.
Well, fingers crossed for Jaden.
It was a big effort too for Brayley. Jaden Brayley, 35 tackles, no misses.
Then from the kick-off, the Warriors will get it back. There's still a hope. Tuapiki is out there, just his 2nd game in the NRL. 34 plays 18. Do not give up on any side in modern-day NRL. Yes, you can come back from 16 down with 8.5 to go. Elle, Johnson, and Ford. Nickel Kluchtar with it. Cutting defenders with him. They certainly deserve their lead, the Knights. So much good work done in the first half. Johnson dumping off to Tom Elle again. His numbers, 13 hit-ups tonight, over 135 metres. Nickel Klukstar, right up to the line. There's a try. Ran it to the line. Ford in support. The Warriors are a different beast this year.
Yeah, love it when they go at the line. Nice, fast and flat. Klukstar has done it all evening here, running next to the play the ball. Just hits the ball at pace. Silky skills. Inside shoulder. Ford pushing up. All the time we see a lot of one out running. Not this time. Plays in motion. Ford gets the try for the Warriors. And they want to get on with it.
His first as a Warrior. Only the third of his career. Try confirm for Jackson Ford. What a game. What entertainment. Sunday night on Fox League. Easter Sunday. Many of you enjoying a little holiday break over Easter. Well, the Rugby League is proving a great accompaniment. And Johnson gets another one. It ain't over yet. 7 minutes to go. 34-24.
Gee, that's good pace at the line. The faster men now. We see the fullbacks coming in as the middles start to get tired. Insides now. Klukstar sets that try up.
Last week trailed by 20, came back to win 32-30. Tonight trailed by 16, now they trail by 10. Can the Knights hang on? Off the kick-off to a picky. Sonello has been magnificent. This is his coming of age tonight. Curran for the Warriors, up over the 20. Walker, Johnson, pretty slick the ball movement. Now they're 15 inside their own half on play 3. Sirenen, Walker, Johnson everywhere tonight. Tuapiki keeping it going for Pompey right on halfway. And now Johnson wider to Walker. They might have an overlap here. Nickel Klukstar. Ford kept it going. Vilea. That was good from Gagai. He realised the situation there. Made the tackle count. Last for Johnson. Spirals downfield. Walker on the run. Good catch again. He's a contender for one of the best on ground tonight, Lockie Miller. He just keeps delivering the goods. His opposite, Nickel Klukstar, has been magnificent for the Warriors tonight.
Gee, there's been a lot of good players out there on the field. You'll take your hat off to all of them. You know, a lot of people would look at the scoreline and think the defence has been ordinary. Gee, the attack's been good.
Agreed. Young the Platte gets in a mix there with Fanua Blake. No set restart or penalty of any kind. 5.5 to go. Man, Fitzgibbon. Certainly one more score for the Knights absolutely puts it beyond doubt, but they've still got reason to be nervous against a tenacious Warriors side. Montoya to bring it back. Play 1, just inside their 20. Now they got a long-range try in them. I'm not prepared to say they don't. Sirenen wide. And of course he's bobbing around the place. Sirenen, Tuapiki, he's a tackle buster. Certainly proved that at Burleigh last year in the Queensland Cup. Sirenen, Walker. This is play 4 across to Nickel Klukstar. Runs into a dead end there. So 5 tackles up. The Warriors not their best set of the night. Walker across with Johnson. Johnson wants to unload. Pompey with it, looking for support. Johnson's the man. Grubber kick along the ground. Miller is there for Newcastle. They are 1 set closer to a 3rd win of the season. 34-24. Final 4 minutes of play now. No one going home early out of this one. Slow play the ball. Maju. The Knights with Gagai. He's going to offload. Brazil, a couple of the veterans there have been big tonight. Kurtman, Hastings, will cop the hit that time. That's the fourth. They're playing the clock at the moment, the Knights. Miller beats one. 5 tackles up for the Knights. Just get it to a corner. Hastings knows it. Here he is, Hastings. He decides to go the higher kick. And up they come.
What a take.
Tuapiki with it. All right, this set to try and give us some sort of finish. The Warriors, the Knights' defence.
Well, I don't think they'll die wondering here, the Warriors. They'll set something up now to the left.
Chairless night in the coaches' boxes. The crowd now are up. Johnson. They're trying to lift the Knights for one more defensive set. 4 tackles down. 2.5 minutes to go. 10 the difference, but it feels like 2. Walker loses the ball. Newcastle fans go up. And I think they know their side is all but home. Gagai on the run back. Croker limps off for Newcastle in back play. Hope he's okay. Hastings with the ball. Brodie Jones has come on for the final minutes. The last change of the night for the Knights. Reminder, Monday tomorrow we have the Tigers and the Eels exclusive to Fox League. Sunday night with Matty Johns coming up in a moment with Toby Rudolph. And Sean O'Sullivan will be high in entertainment. Miller now on the run for the Knights.
Where does he find the energy, this bloke? Energise the bunny.
Nice reference on Easter Sunday. Offload, Fitzgibbon to Hastings. 90 seconds to go. Newcastle, Kurtman, short side, Bradman Best just jogs into the line. Warriors will have only one set and they trail by 10. Best goes the go slow. Hastings will take the tackle in the corner. Why risk a 7 tackle set? He's walked over the sideline, in fact. So now they can go to the middle. But we're getting into the Easter Miracle category now.
Well, the whole bench is up for the Newcastle Knights too. What an effort it's been. They're leading quite comfortably at half-time, 22-6. The Warriors have come back. And then they've found something. What a game of footy.
The Knights 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses coming into tonight. Newcastle giving away penalties. They know the state of play. The clock is the enemy of the Warriors now. So the Warriors had won 3. They were looking to win 4 straight for the first time since 2018. That ain't going to happen. And the Knights will have turned around a first-round loss to the Warriors with a victory here at home. Tuapiki with the ball. Injury toll for both sides tonight. Potentially serious. Tamare Martin, Jaden Brayley, we wish them well. Johnson flicked it on. Nickel Kluchstar with the ball. A little bit of stepping. Jones does another step. And that will be just about it. The Warriors for Noah Blake to Johnson to kick to send Corsi through. It's over the sideline. And the Newcastle fans go up. On Easter Sunday, the Knights have delivered the chocolates to their fans. Too many times last year, embarrassed at home. But tonight, a very good performance. Led by 16 at half-time and complete a 10-point win. Warriors gallant, Newcastle a little too good. Full-time, Newcastle 34, the Warriors 24.